everybody? It's Dr. Warren here at Kalkstein Chiropractic. I'm with Sam today, Sam, and we go back a little bit. You know Bree, who used to work here in the office pretty well. You guys have been dating for a while. Yeah. So that's how we heard about our office originally, and a lot of times with personal injury cases, when we're dealing with someone that's been in a car accident, it's usually, we don't do a lot of marketing directly to lawyers, or we don't really do a lot of marketing to law firms in that way, or to like an Allstate example for an insurance company. We're just, our current patients know to come see us if they're dealing with something. But if you're not a current patient, you can always come in as a new patient relative to these things. So car accidents create a lot of whiplash in the neck, so we deal with a lot of neck pain from people that have been in it, and that's definitely the case with Sam. He's been like, we knew Sam before he had the accident, and afterwards he was getting a lot of shoulder discomfort, neck discomfort, and we've been working with him over the last month, 2 months, and we started to transition recently into doing a little bit more traction on your neck. So there's different therapies that we're working on with Sam. We examined him when he came in. We kind of established a baseline relative to the accident as best we could, objectively and subjectively. So his opinion on how he's feeling, where he's hurting, how intense it is, as well as when we did an exam with him, we figured out where he's hurting, what tissues we're going to treat, what muscles we're going to work on, what exercises we want to focus on for his rehab, etc. So for his case, he has a radicular presentation of pain stemming from the middle of his neck into the shoulder, okay? So he has, in really simple terms, he's got a pinched nerve in his neck, and based off his exam, where he had some weakness, where he had a little bit of sensory deficit, and when we compress or stress, that's an orthopedic test, certain areas, so that hurts, and it reproduces my symptoms here, okay? And so that's kind of in a nutshell. Personal injury cases present in a lot of different ways. It's a lot of weight hitting an object and coming to a complete stop, and our body gets the force of that impact, if you will. And maybe not the day of, and maybe not the day after, but sometimes there's like a settling effect. I don't know.
Definitely felt that. Like, it was, I guess, shock at first, and then kind of coming to terms with a bigger guy. So usually when I feel things, I try to, like, you know, take it in and, you know, not necessarily assume that it's as bad as it seems.
Yeah, just kind of see how it goes, if you will, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, that's going to go away, and then it kind of lingers a little bit. Sometimes that could be the case with these things, and then when you have an example of true whiplash, where someone's neck is really sustaining a lot of stress in that way, that's where the reason that we have PIP coverage, or personal injury protection, that's so affordable on our insurances, is so that we can cover the cost of healthcare incidents like this. So using physical therapy, using chiropractic, and using rehabilitation methods to help with these strain sprains that are significant. There's a system in place for it, if you will. Okay, and sometimes it goes to the point, and I kind of mentioned in the beginning, a lot of lawyers handle these cases because people lose time from work, or they have damage to their car and they need help getting the cost of those damages, if you will, covered. And so there's kind of another system beyond the insurance, and that is the lawyers that take care of you if you need help with that. And there's definitely some cases where we've seen people get, we'll just call it what it is, shafted, when they didn't have coverage and they went and got help, and then they got the coverage they needed. So they weren't no longer paying for their Uber because their car was totaled, and etc. Okay, so there's a whole world. You can read about that stuff. I'm going to focus on you, Sam. Let's focus on the shoulder and the neck first. I'm going to show you how I'm treating Sam's neck, and then Carly's going to get a quick shot video of the traction. All right, so you can sit here and scoot back towards me. That's okay. Format, perfect. So Sam, you are in the finance world right now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of computer time, a lot of screen time, relatively speaking. So that doesn't help when it kind of going through his day. That would be when he noticed his pain and discomfort kind of building the most. Afterwards, it would be the thing that would exacerbate his shoulder and his neck pain. And so that's kind of my benchmark. Is like, hey man, are you getting through work all right? Is it still bugging you to the point where you need to kind of take a moment to go out and stretch? Kitchen sink, like in terms of treatment, dry needling, traction, exercises to the shoulder and to the neck. Relax here. Good. And so we're, this is just ART. I'm working on the upper trap, and we're trying to work out this knot that just won't seem to go away. Sam, did you do the stair climb with me last year?
I did. Missed it this time around.
Are you, well, no, it's Saturday.
Oh, it's
you
Saturday.
still got time, man.
Okay.
If you and Bree want to come out for it, we got a whopping, I've got it up to 6 right now, so I'm starting to work on the staff to see if they'll come out with us. 6 people coming. So just tell Bree to message us, or you can message us, and then we'll cover your cost to sign up. Okay.
Got it. Yeah, I'm sure me and Bree can make that.
Sweet.
Store.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay, relax here. Good. Let your shoulders drop. Good. Right there. Okay. Come back. Full. And really let it go this time. Good. Yeah, what's that?
Felt something there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were switching it. I don't know.
Yeah, so the intensity kind of shifted a little bit.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So when I was doing that, I was just trying to stay on top of this edge right there.
I think that's the top of it.
That's the top of it. Yeah, that's exactly it. There's fibers to the trap muscle and the upper trap. They kind of run a different direction, and I'm trying to run my pressure right over the right line of tissue. And that's usually where you'll feel kind of like the intensity lessen or increase. Bring your head down for me. Good, head back. Sit up tall. Good, head down. Good. Reach your hand across your body. There you go. Little pressure there, okay? Reach. Yeah, Sam, talk a little bit about like just kind of dealing with this relative to.
Well, I would say for the most part it's been hard trying to focus on work, thinking about, relieving the stress or the pain from what I'm feeling in my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I focus in on trying to figure out different movements to relieve that pain, and then, taking away time from work. So it's been kind of a strain on my daily workload.
Yeah, I hear you. Come stand up for me. Like in the finance world too, like the first 2, 3 years, 4 years, it's a grind.
I'm looking at everything and anything at this point in terms of.
Come face down. In terms of shifting a little bit?
Just it's an ongoing environment. There's new things going on that you gotta, update yourself on, and it's just a lot of new, innovative things that are being introduced into the world, and you gotta kind of read up on it.
Stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
A lot of policy updates, a lot of regulation. So when they change the rules, they don't necessarily tell you. They do, and they, look more into it.
Big release here, okay? Let your shoulders relax, let the pressure build. Good. And let that settle right there. Good. Again, same spot, right ball. There you go. Comes up all the way, you can flip onto your back, okay?
But spend most of my time 8 hours on a computer, so it definitely gets pretty daunting. If I didn't have a standing table to help me here and there, think my body would be in a much worse situation.
Yeah. Rest here. And here. There it is. Okay. Turn left. Good. Let that settle. You can feel a lot of pressure, a little discomfort, especially right there. And I'm going to turn your head left, tuck. So like the reason I'm like oscillating like that, just kind of shaking, it just allows me to get a little bit more pressure deeper, if you will. It relaxes the muscles. So reflexively, when we turn towards the side or shorten a muscle and lengthen, when I come back, I can add a little, almost, you'll feel the pressure increase. I'm gaining depth to get right next to that area there so that I can create the tension on the tissue and lengthen. To you, that probably feels like good, good, good. Then where did that come from? Alright, let that go. Okay, let your head rest. Perfect. So Sam, appreciate him. He's got a little bit of a passion for drone filming and video. So our new intro to the our channel, and then also like when patients come in, you know, like you don't know where you're going. It's chiropractic. You crack my back. Like what's going on? I know there's a lot of that like fear out there relative to body work, just in general in the chiropractic community. There's a lot of these videos out here that are like, you know, respectfully grabbing a towel and then yanking, and so that can be very intense to watch, right? Even if in the given condition it's very therapeutic and they're doing it with appropriate judgment, like I don't know what they're doing, I don't know the back end of it, but my point being is that it can be very daunting to come into a chiropractic office, period. Even for the people that are already committed to coming or have a reference from a family member, I get that. And I'm walking through the process of working on something or working through that with people, like the first couple visits, often it's like a building trust type of thing, right? Okay. So in the process of really wanting to do that ahead of time, that's where people like Carly and Sam come in, where they can really demonstrate a sense of community, a sense of trust, a sense of professionalism, a sense of evidence-based care, just showing the environment, and media does a great job of doing that. So I'm excited to use the drone to show our parking lot, to show our office, to show a tour, if you will, showing our staff members, just welcoming people to our community, our healthcare community here. When they do sign up as a new patient, so they're going to get like a text automatically when they sign up as a new patient the day before, and then they're going to get a little intro video and we're going to welcome them. So they'll have like a little bit of like, oh, alright, you know, it's not like, you know, like a ritualistic, like, you know, you don't have to like believe in the Church of Chiropractic to come in here to get some help. It's just like, oh, we're just going to work on you. We're going to help you out. It works. Yeah, when I've been talking here, I've just kind of been leaning into this trigger point at the base of Sam's neck here. Just kind of holding that pressure, 60 to 90 seconds. Ischemic pressure on a trigger point usually really settles that tissue down quite a bit. So a little bit of patience and a little bit of me talking too much. We got ourselves a little relaxation. Alright. So Sam, rest your head back. Good. Now tuck your chin. Alright. You're going to feel a gentle release from here to here. You'll feel a release right there, okay? Loose. Beautiful. Alright, so that little bit of traction, we're going to go like layer that on with an actual machine that does that for him. So that now he's going into it a lot looser after the adjustment, which is helpful. And if we have time today, we're also going to do some dry needling on your shoulders and the muscles of your neck using an acupuncture needle, trigger point dry needling. He's going to lay and relax for a little while with that, with the needles in his shoulder and his neck, we'll just do a little quick video of that. And I hope you continue to feel better, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, man, of course.
A lot.
Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. This is a patient, Sam, and a friend who has been in a personal injury case, or if you will, been in a car accident. He was rear-ended, crazy like multi-car accident, and he was in the middle of it and just got, we saw the footage, which was wild to watch from the Tesla. So he brought that in here. So I actually got to see the initial car that just busted like 10 cars in front of him. Driving way too fast, so slow down, people. Everyone's going the same place. Not that important. Yeah, all right, thanks for watching. Peace.
What's up, guys? We're back here, just doing another dry needle session with our patient Sam with neck pain. Some referred pain going into his temporalis muscle right here. So a lot of times these muscles, if they're really tight, restricted, they can kind of refer places otherwhere. So that's why I'm tackling his neck. And I'll let my hands do the rest of the talking. Get a little closer.
This treatment is great for pinched nerves, bulging and herniated discs, as well as disc degeneration. I'm gonna tighten this, just tell me when it feels, you can kind of feel it. Right, nod right. Yeah, it's too loose. So we're gonna keep tightening it. Something cool about spinal decompression that's different than an inversion table is that instead of a constant unloading, you actually have intervals where the weight gets more and more until it graduates to the max, which takes about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the location. Most patients fall asleep during this procedure too. It's very relaxing. Go ahead and say no. Does that feel more comfortable?
Yeah.
Do it again. Okay. Do it again. Okay, once I tighten this, it should be a lot better. How does that feel around your neck?
I think it's good.
Okay. Nod yes. No yes.
That's good.
That's good. Okay.
How long it gives needles? I was just looking.
Okay, you're gonna start feeling it, all right? So when we turn the machine on, it's gonna do some gradual unloading in the proper position, and then it's gonna release it a little bit, then it'll grow even more. Then it'll release and grow more, similar to an accordion until it gets to the max weight, and he's at full decompression.